let's get everybody hyped up for this year's Hambletonian.
Sure.
So you got 2 horses.
Yep.
Last time I checked, right?
Yep.
You got we're recording this just before the Good Times final.
Correct.
You already won the
elimination
with Enterprise.
Correct.
And then the night before you destroyed everybody with Long Tom in the Jersey Sire Stakes.
Yep.
Put the hammer down and
yeah, it was
with
nice.
Tim Tetrick. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good driver, right?
Oh yeah, I think he's the best. You know,
you think he's the best?
I think so.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it's a lot of good drivers out there for sure, but Tim is my favorite driver. I think he's the best of them.
Have you had any? Have you had the most success with Tim? That's why he's the best in your opinion, or even if he doesn't drive your horses?
I mean, they're all good drivers. You know, like now Tim had problem with his passport, so Dave jumped up on Enterprise in the elimination, and you know he did a good job too. You know, so they're all good drivers. I mean, they all got good experience, and you know they're all good.
Does Tim do something with you specifically that you like better?
No, I always liked him, his drives, and that's just my opinion. You know.
What do you look for as a trainer? Did you like more input from the drivers, less input? How do you what's your relationship like with them?
No, it's
not even Tim, just in general with the drivers.
Well, I mean, when I drive some myself, you know, and but normally when I feel the horses is ready, I put them up because they're so much better than me. But sometimes I like to qualify them, maybe go the first race with them and make sure everything is all right, and then they're ready when they're jumping up on them.
Okay, so you got no problem handing the lines off and say, here, go do your job.
No, definitely not.
Do you like training more or driving more?
I mean, I like driving more when I was a little younger maybe, and I still do. But I mean, training is my passion, you know, to buy a horse at the sale in October, November there, and then train them all the way to like we are now. You know, that's when you're in the winner's circle, you know, it feels extra great, you know, because you've done a great job. You
invested, like long time in Enterprise, you've got a year and a half, 2 years into them, right?
Correct.
Almost, yeah. It would be, by the time a Hambletonian runs around, you've got 19, 20 months into them, and that's a nice achievement when you win all these races.
Definitely.
As opposed to driving, I mean, these guys, they drive bang, bang, boom every race. They don't really get, I'm sure they can get an attachment to some horses, but
yeah, of course,
it's a little bit harder for them.
Yeah, but I mean, that's their job, you know, they're great drivers, you know, so that they got more experience when I mean, I don't have their experience, that's why I don't want to drive so much.
Sure.
Because, I mean, they drive like 20, 30 races a day, and if I drive my own horses, you know, I maybe drive 1 or 2 per day.
It's really hard when you don't get the reps.
Exactly.
Anything you do.
Exactly.
If you're, like you said, you're doing something 20 to 30 times a day versus you could be, I'm sure Tim could take a month off and then it's going to take him a little while to get back into the flow of things.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, between Enterprise and Long Time, those are your two big Hambo horses. They're eligible. Again, Good Times, Long Time wins the New Jersey Sire Stakes. I'm sure they're going to clash in the Beal. Is that seemingly...
I mean, Long Tom is definitely going out in the Beal, and Enterprise, he's going first now for the Good Times final here, and the plan is to race him in the Beal, but you know, we take one race at a time.
Sure.
And
Long Tom, he had an hour drive to the Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Whereas Enterprise, it's probably, 10 hours for you guys?
Yeah, around 9.
Yeah, so he's got to go up there. He came back for a little R&R, and then he's going to go back up, right?
Exactly,
So even that, a bunch of the horses did that last year. It's tough on him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, I mean, he took the trip pretty good now the first week here, so hopefully he traveled good. He was eating good and drinking good up there, so... But still, it's. I mean, we're aiming. You know, everyone wants to be on top on the Hambo Day. Mm-hmm. So, if
they're best on Hambo Day.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if I feel after the final now that it will maybe get too tough on him to race in the Beal because it's an elimination and probably, hopefully, a final.
Sure.
And then he'll race 4 weeks in a row, and it's still a month to the Hambo. So, you know, it's.
That's a tough move.
Exactly.
That is a tough move.
I mean. The Hambletonian is that's what we're aiming for, to have, you know, both horses.
I mean, last year, I think bar hopping was the only horse that went everywhere,
Yeah.
raced in every race, and seemingly the amazing thing was he was strongest at the end of the year. He did all the shipping all over the place. Like Southwind Frank didn't ship up to Canada.
Nope.
And Marion Marauder finally shipped down after the good times.
Yeah.
So you know that's a tough road that you got to maneuver. And like you said, you want him to be best on Hambo Day.
Exactly.
Are you willing to say which one is better, or do they each do something different better than the other?
Yeah, I can't. You know, if you ask me like who is best right now, I can't tell you really, because it's two different horses. You know, both of them are great. When you train them at home here, Long Tom is very lazy. You know, he does what he has to do. You know, but not more than that. But then when we hit the racetrack, you know, he
knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Enterprise is a little more. He likes to train. He racing against other horses when we train. You know, he just likes that. And
you could even tell as we were trying to get some photo ops. Both horses seemingly have different personalities, which maybe makes it maybe easier on you as a trainer, because you got like two different bullets in the gun.
Yeah.
You know, you got two different. Maybe one is a little bit more aggressive. Do they leave the gate well? They do everything pretty well. Like there's.
Yeah, I mean they both have great speed and great strength. So I mean I wouldn't change a horse with anyone else. You know, I'm very happy with my horses. So, you know, if they just keep staying sound and healthy, it'll be very
This is a fun road. I mean, it's all good stress for you to have right now.
Yeah.
Because you got to decide. Oh no, he won the good times. Oh no, should I not race him? He's too good right now. I don't want to. It's good stress to have, right?
Yeah, it's a little like Long Tom. I mean he was very good in this area. Like Enterprise, he's undefeated. So I feel a little more pressure. Not from the owner or anyone else, just
on yourself.
On myself, you know, because he's still undefeated, and I think I'm a little more nervous when he race, just because of that.